What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode with my pal Alex and Feisty Pants.
Special happy birthday to Joey Shank. It's his birthday Tuesday, and it's the Twisted happy anniversary. Twisted Clown and his wife Katie, happy anniversary, folks. Miss you guys. Glad you still watch the show. Thank you, Tuesday, for letting me know. Woohoo! Q&A 106. That's what's up, people. How we doing? We're gonna jump right into this because I got some serious Minecraft I gotta play with Feisty Pants here. Jose Montes wants to know who's my favorite Attitude Wrestler. Clearly, it's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. I mean, how do you just not like Stone Cold over anybody else? I don't know. Jace United wants to know, who do you think will be running Raw and SmackDown after the draft? I don't know, honestly. They're throwing a lot of information out there, and I don't know which way they're going. It really could go either way. Marty Young had a couple of questions. He wanted to know my reaction to Adele's Hello intro for the match that he linked. That was really funny. I was laughing the whole time. If you get, it was perfect. You know what I mean? It was really well done. Marty would also like to know which Jersey Shore member you would put in a sharpshooter. All of them. Any damn one of them. Solid steel chair and then a solid steel sharpshooter. He wants to know, what was it like being a heel to Grim back in the day? You know, I wasn't really a heel. I was just kind of, you know, standing up to a bully, sort of. Because, you know, he was always hitting me with stuff in fan mail. And I'd be like, yo, just like, stop hitting me with stuff. And then, you know, and then we had a match, and I'm just kind of fighting for my independence. And the show, then I won the show, and then he won it back, and then I started my own show with this Feisty Pants over here. But you know, it was really just like, you know, what else can I do to piss this guy off? It wasn't really, you know. And then we made up, and now, you know, we're still best of friends. David Shararori. Sorry, I just totally butchered that. He wants to know, what are you talking about? What's Atlantis? Oh, and Marjorie, yeah. Atlantis is this legendary city that was far advanced than the rest of the world at the time. We're talking like medieval times, maybe earlier than that. And just one day, it disappeared. And they're not like a magic trick. There was there was explosions, there was the ground shaking and stuff like that. Now, common sense would tell you it was probably built on top of a volcano, as most islands are. Just the very top of a volcano that just exploded. And that was that. However, some people believe, hashtag ancient aliens, hashtag...
How many hashtags do you need?
Just one hashtag. Sorry. Hashtag ancient aliens believe that it was a spaceship that took off into space, and that's where it went, and that they are aliens. You gotta do it like this. Aliens. Dylan Gray wants to know, what do you think about WWE bringing back old pay-per-views? You know what I mean? The pay-per-view itself is a shell. I was trying to explain this to somebody else, and they just didn't get it. If you have WrestleMania, and you just have a crap ton of matches, of crap-ass matches on WrestleMania, and it's like the worst WrestleMania ever, are you going to remember that WrestleMania as like a great show? Or are you going to remember, say, the Royal Rumble, the one before, that built up to such a great WrestleMania, and WrestleMania let you down, and that Royal Rumble might have been the best Royal Rumble ever? I don't really care about the name of the pay-per-view. I care about the story being told at the pay-per-view. And then I'll be like, yes, that was a great night of champions. Yes, that could be a good clash of champions. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. I don't really care what they do, as long as it's told well. Bryson Hoffman wants to know, have I ever made a custom wrestling figure? Bryson, I did make a Lita back in the day when she first came around. I took an ivory, and I painted her all up. And I got her some little pants out of like a Barbie kit, little kit of Barbie clothes, and dressed her up and Lita. And then I sold it on eBay for 30 bucks, which was a lot, being that the figures were only like $8.99. It was like when eBay was first coming around. Brandon Greneman wants to know, will I make a standings video at the break? Yes, for the All-Star break, yes, I will totally do a standings video at the break. Will I go into boy mode on Jersey Shore members? Yes. Solid steel boy mode. with my refrigerator full of knuckle sandwiches. Did you hear about the 2 NASCAR guys wrestling? No, I did not. I don't really watch NASCAR at all. So I did not hear about them, nor did I see them. If you could make yourself a championship title, what would it be? I would be the YouTube hoodie weight champion of the world. Yes, it is. I have been declared, self-declared YouTube hoodie weight champion of the world. It's just a hoodie, and I folded it up like a title belt, and it says champion. So, I mean, like, how can I not be champion, right? And then I became the fashionable YouTube hoodie weight champion of the world because I have 2 color belts. And this is what it would look like. And there you go. Next question, Brandon Crediman. Who is your favorite person on Dog the Bounty Hunter? I don't watch Dog the Bounty Hunter. Do you and the original champ like NASCAR? You know, I mean, if it's on, I guess we're watching it, but we don't go out of our way to watch it. So we're not, like, NASCAR fans. But, like, if we're over somebody's house who is a NASCAR fan, like Grim and Doo-Hop, I know they both watch NASCAR. So I've sat and watched it. And to the original champ, if you could bring back any video game... Oh, we're going to have to ask original champ that one. I'll call him up. Legend Killer 18, what are your thoughts on Triple H's disappearing act? Well, his story is over, so he's exited stage left. 56 Classic Rock Ambassador says, if you could be brothers with any superstar, who would it be? I would be brothers with someone who is brothers with someone. Kind of like Goldust and Stardust, you know? They're brothers. The Uso brothers, they're brothers. I need that sense of, not so much friendship, but that brothership, you know?
Whoa.
That's what I would need a sense of. Because me and my brothers are all close.
How many more players win?
Oh, you didn't win, my boy?
No.
Ah, that's all right. We'll start another one. Jeremiah Baez wants to know what's the best stadium I've been to. Definitely Yankee Stadium. That place is a palace. The new Yankee Stadium. Wrestling Fan 234, my top 5 favorite wrestlers. I don't really know. That it's more of a question of what wrestlers do I hate. So if I had to pick 5, I would go with Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, John Cena, and Paige. Because we need to tune in Tokyo. Cody and Shay want to know if I've ever been to a fireworks display. Blah, pardon me. Every year and often. The baseball stadium, the Little League, listen to me. Minor League Stadium in town, you know, they do fireworks every Wednesday all through the season. So I mean, there's plenty of fireworks. You know, they do them all summer long. And we're a summer town. It's just what goes on here. Lots of fireworks. David Griffin wants to know my favorite TV show or movie to binge watch and why. I could literally watch hours of like Ancient Aliens, Stargate, the TV show, Cheers. I mean, it's anything that I enjoy. Seinfeld, Friends. It's just something you enjoy and you don't mind it being on all day. That's just how it works. Favorite 4th of July songs. I did not know there were 4th of July songs. Would you and Feisty Pants and family ever go to VidCon? I don't know if my whole family would go, but I would definitely take Feisty Pants. Which non-WWE Funko Pop figures do you want to see made? I'm not a big fan of Funko Pop figures. I don't even know what ones they are. In all the... I know they make a lot of them. I just don't know. If DF was in 2K17, which 3 people would be on the game and which 2 would be as a downloadable character and why? Well, to build money, you would want to have the 2 more popular people as downloadable characters, and then there would be some kind of money incentive to the downloader, like the creator of the download, so that, you know, you get paid every time you download these figures, which would be Grim and Doo-Hop, I would have to think. And then everybody else would just be in the game. Maybe as unlockable characters. If Conor McGregor and Seth Rollins were to have a no-holds-barred street fight, who would win and why? Who is Conor McGregor? Is the real question. I don't even know. What do I think of the promo song for Battleground? David, I know I've told you these things before. I don't give a crap about songs for Battleground and the best moment of this and the best moment of that. And, you know, it all falls in that category. I don't even know there's a song for Battleground. It's just WWE music. And I'm completely unfazed. It doesn't bother me. Which WWE superstar did I not like as a kid? There was a couple of them. I didn't like Hercules as, you know, important as he was. Loved Bobby Heenan. Didn't like all his guys. The big guys like Tugboat and Earthquake and who else? There was another guy of his I didn't like. Akeem. Akeem was the one-man gang. Didn't really care for them. Big Boss Man. Oh, he's a big tough cop. Oh, you know, but like other stuff. I mean, I don't want to say they ended up being mid-carders, but you know, there's guys I liked and guys I didn't like. But you know, it's all how they portray their character and how much they throw it in your face, and if they're a heel or a face. Dean Ambrose as champ. How bad do you want to see Michael Cole get put in the fish tank? Not really at all. I wish no harm to Michael Cole. Which game show do you want to see rebooted? There's a lot of game shows that are rebooted and just revised, and some are just shown in syndication. I wouldn't... almost lost the title there. I wouldn't care. Family Feud is doing really good. I watch a lot of that. I would love to see a modernized Wheel of Fortune. That would be it. Because Pat and Vanna are getting old. What was the first time you met the Ninja Twins? Everybody has asked this question. We are all age-old friends from like teenager age, and I don't know specifics. I don't know how many times I can answer that question. My thoughts on the Ariana Grande donut thing last year. I did not hear about the donut thing last year. Did she eat a donut? Was it a jelly donut? I don't know. Was it that kid that calls himself Donut? Did they have a thing? Good for him! Anthony wants to know my favorite NXT wrestler, and do I watch Big Brother? I do not watch Big Brother at all, but I would have to say Finn Balor, Alexa Bliss. Those are my two. And Grim Death Griffin wants to know, how do I feel about the long-term title reigns? Or do I prefer the short title? You know, I don't know. I think it just depends on how the story is told. Like New Day. New Day is a long-time reigning champ as tag teams, and they just can't be beat because they're over with the crowd. Their gimmick is so fresh every time they come around. Look at them teasing with the Wyatts now. I mean, they're brilliant. They're brilliant. Why would you take the titles off of them? You know what I mean? So a long-term title in their case would be fine with me. Now, in Roman Reigns' case, where he's lost it and gone back and forth, that makes sense too, because it's like, you know, he's a fighting champion, he's doing the right thing, but sometimes he just gets beat by the bad guy. But then he gets it back. You know what I mean? So, like, he's vindicated. So, I mean, it depends. I think it depends just how the story is told. But, I mean, if you just have this stupid thing, like say if Zack Ryder, right, he won the title, then he lost it on Raw. Then say on SmackDown, oh, they did this with Alberto Del Rio and Kalisto. He won the title, and then he lost it, and then he won it back. And that, like, well, now you're in a matter of a week, you're a two-time champ. Get the hell out of here. That's dumb. But you know, it all depends on the story for me. If it's a good story, I'm all aboard. Grim Death Griffin also wanted to know, if I was Shane, Stephanie, or Vince, what would I do to improve the show? You know, for number one, I would stop making so many damn changes. All right, folks, I have here the most important part of the show, which I'm going to link. I'm not going to read you this whole thing because this video is long enough. Make sure you watch that. Check out all the videos. I gotta get playing Minecraft. Feisty Pants is giving me the death eyes. Like this video, leave me a comment, and subscribe for more.